Thank you for picking up a grab-and-go bag at Bluebonnet Library. This is the 20-somethings Marbled Holiday Ornaments. This craft is for 18 and up, and it can get a little bit messy. Before you make this craft, make sure you have a place to dry the ornaments. Cover the surface you're working on with newspaper, or work on a table you don't mind staining. For this craft, it's best to use a shallow rectangular container. Just make sure it's nothing you plan to put food in later. Choose an area of your house with good ventilation because nail polish has a very strong smell. In your bag, you should have 2 clear plastic ornaments, 2 bottles of nail polish, some holiday ribbon, 2 toothpicks and twist ties wrapped up in paper, 1 packet of hot chocolate, and 1 mini candy cane. For this craft, you will also need paper towels or napkins, some water, and a rectangular container that you don't mind getting dirty. There are 2 different ways to make these ornaments. I'll show you the easy way first. In your bag, you should have 2 different ornaments. You'll either have 2 of these where they're halves that form together, or you'll have 1 of these and 1 of those. So for the easy method, you're going to take apart the 2 halves and set them down face up like little bowls. Now you're going to take 2 different colors of nail polish. You can either use the 2 from your bag or 2 that you have at home. I recommend using a dark color and a light color. So we'll start off with 1 half. We're going to open the nail polish bottle and pour just a little bit into there. Make sure you put the light one in first and then the dark one. Okay, once both colors are in there, take the nail polish brush from the dark nail polish and you're going to mix them around and spread them . Wipe off any excess nail polish on a napkin. You can just place it right back into the nail polish bottle. As you can see, the purple color didn't show up very well, so we're going to try red instead. If it has trouble coming out, you might need to kind of push some of it out like this. We're going to add a little more yellow. Now we're taking the brush from the darker one. We're going to mix them around. When you're satisfied with how that side looks, you can move on to the next side. Now you can put together the 2 halves. Line it up and just snap it together. And there you have it. We're going to pair it with a gold ribbon. So there's 2 different ways to tie the ribbon. First, of course, you just string it through. And then you can just loop this part around. Tie it like that. But if that's a little too messy, there's another way to do it. You're going to fold your ribbon in half and string both ends through like this. And then take the loose ends and string them through the loop. And then you can tie off the end, same way. If you look at the ornament closely, you can see the gold in with the red. I also made another example with purple and silver. Alright, here's where things get messy. This is the more involved method, but I find the results to give you more of that marbled effect. So we're going to start off by pouring some water into our tray. About at least an inch, maybe 2 inches of water. You'll need to work fast to make sure your nail polish doesn't dry too quickly. We're going to start off by drizzling it across the surface of the water. The nail polish should float on top. Next, we're going to add gold. Now, if you like the pattern you made, you can just do the next step. But if you want to swirl it around a little to give it more of that marbled effect, you're going to need to grab one of your toothpicks. Make sure to have a really good grip on your toothpick. You do not want to lose this in your container of water. So we're just going to kind of swirl it around to give it a pattern that we like. If it looks like you need a little more, feel free to add some. There we go. Now, here's the hardest part of the craft. You're going to take your ornament and hold it at one end. You're going to carefully place it in the water and move it across, turning it to coat the entire ornament. So, start here. If you need to go back in, you can. It'll grab the paint from any place you place it on. So you can just dip any corners that you missed. And there you go. Now you're going to want to let it dry. You can set it on top of an empty bottle in the neck of the bottle, and it can dry like that. Or you can hang it. I'm going to show you a neat way to hang it in a moment. To hang this ornament to dry, I'm going to use an old pot and put in a plastic bag. To make sure the pot doesn't get damaged, I'm going to put a few napkins on the bottom of it. Now you're going to take one of the twist ties included in your grab and go bag. Now we're going to take a spoon, set it across the top, secure the twist tie around the handle of the spoon. It should take at least a few hours to dry. Check back on it. Make sure you feel around to see that all the paint is dry before you take it off. Here are two complete versions using the more involved method. Hope you enjoyed this craft. All of the supplies used in this craft are relatively cheap. All you'd really need to buy would be more plastic ornaments, some ribbon, and some nail polish. To see what program we're doing next, you can go to our events calendar at ebrpl.com, or you can give us a call at 225-763-2270. We'd be happy to answer any questions over the phone. Thanks for watching, and have a great holiday season.